I'll be trying to knock out a few videos the next couple of days. Thanks everybody for your patience. I went through another stretch of, I think, 13 days straight at work, and that's weekends and everything. That's not just business days. So, and then I had to take a couple of days off because my wife had to head out of town for her work, and my work wasn't happy that I'm not making this up, that I took days off. It's just discouraging. You work so hard, and then one text said, that full time is up to 70 hours a week. I mean, doing the math, that's 10 hours a day for 7 days straight. Where's the break? I mean, I've always worked hard. I mean, I always, even right now, I have 2 jobs. I usually have 2 or 3 jobs, and main job, I'm usually putting in at least 45 to 55 hours a week, and, and then some side jobs. But man, it was defeating. That's the best way to describe how I felt, and I still do. So, but took a couple of days and going to open some stuff. But for today, going to run through, I opened another one of my personal stash vending boxes, and it came out well. So these in the background, I'm going to open up these. I mean, new stuff, but we'll talk about it when I get to that video. And I have some rack packs I'm going to open. So I went through an 84 Tops vending box, and it was pretty good. So there's the remnants of the commons. Cards not pictured. DJ needed a Mattingly rookie. So I did pull a Mattingly rookie out of this in pretty nice shape. I mean, it graded out at, it looked like about 8 range. So sent that off to him, and he needed a second-year box. And I pulled that and sent that to him ready. So that's not shown in this, but it was a good box. I guess so here's the stack of stars, and I'll kind of review basically what I consider all the hits and stars. I'm going to show you sometimes they'll separate commons that look like 10s, so maybe someday they'll be grade worthy. So the 2 commons that I separated out that I absolutely can't see any flaw on them are these 2, the Floyd Rayford and the Jim Slayton. So those I pulled out. These 3 were out of these stars that I thought were the nicest, so I may be sending these to get graded soon. Hoping for 9s and 10s. The Dale Murphy All-Star was one of the sharpest stars that I pulled. The Rod Carew, and the backs were pretty much just as centered and nice as the fronts. That one's a little to the right, but sometimes that won't knock it too far down from the back. And then this Ryan, which I think I just saw a 10 sell for, was it 4 figures? Close to $1,000 for it? No, it had to have been 600. There's a few videos I've been watching of recent eBay sales of 80s cards, but that's a sharp 84 Ryan. So even if that gets a 9, I'll be happy. The back is dead centered. I mean, as far as what I can see. So those were the best condition stars that will probably go to get graded soon. I have a small grading stack here that I'm going to send off. I mean, $19 a card for PSA is steep, but there's some cards in there I'd really like to, finally one of my favorite cards ever. I'm going to send this, assuming maybe a 9 for the 83 traded Garvey. I just saw another channel do a 80s, mostly 80s reveal, and he got a 10 on his traded Garvey, so that was pretty cool. So here's I like these. I mean, I know multiplayer cards don't get the value of the main card of each set, but that's pretty neat. I mean, to me, that's people forget just how good Parker and Madlock were. I mean, active career batting leaders. Madlock was ahead of Rose right at that time. And then it and then it shows career leaders and active leaders. These are neat cards to look at and read and study and for stats. It's just, back then, of course, some of these records are long shattered the all-time records, and some of these guys faded to end up their careers below 300. But neat cards. Here's another one. I got duplicates of this one. The active career hits leaders. People forget just how many hits Staub and Perez had. Pretty neat. I mean, I love, you forget that. I like being reminded. Look at that, Reggie in the active career hit leaders there, along with Campy, Bert Campaneris. So that's AL active career hits leaders. I got duplicates of that one in the vending box. All these I pulled. I just threw the comments back in. I might sell these in a lot on eBay for, somebody wants to build a set, upgrade a set, because, I mean, all these are in nice shape, too. I mean, I didn't think any were 10 worthy, but, they're all vending box fresh. So I was real pleased. This was definitely a legit box. I got duplicates of the NL career ERA leaders, active. These are all active career ERA leaders. But then again, on the back, like I said, they will show the all-time major league career leaders. So it's kind of neat. People forget just how good Steve Rogers was. Duplicates of this one. Career stolen base leaders. Boa was kind of a surprise on that for me. I didn't realize he had that many. He had over 300 steals at this point at the end of 83. Saves leaders. I mean, you got one Hall of Famer on there, and not a most spectacular card, but I thought it was neat. And then the 1983 batting leaders. I didn't get many of the 83 leaders cards. Most of them were these career active leaders, but nice Madlock and Boggs card there. I like the team leaders that have a Hall of Famer on them. A really nice A's leaders with Ricky. Really nice Stroh's leader with Ryan. And the Angels leader off center, but Carew on there, which is pretty cool. And then running through the Hall of Famers and other, stars that I like. I mean, I think there might be a George Foster in here or something, but a couple of nice Eckersley cards. A nice Carew. A couple of Palmers. Let's turn on this light. I'm getting a little bit of glare. Let's see if we can take that away. Fisk. Blyleven. Frank Robinson's just a manager card, but come on. I mean, just an absolute legendary player. Steve Carlton. I did get a second Nolan Ryan in the box. This one's not as nice as the one it's close. Shoot. I think this one, to me, looked a little off-center up. A little more than the one I'll get graded. But yeah, a little more up. But pretty darn close. Pretty nice one, too. And then I love these. The highlights of Ryan Carlton Perry surpassed Walter Johnson. And that was a huge thing back then. Who was going to pass Walter Johnson first. A couple of nice Brett cards. So, again, all these came out of this vending box, which was really awesome. Fingers. Kind of an undervalued Hall of Famer, but still an amazing reliever. Molitor. Dale Murphy, I'm pretty sure he'll make the Hall of Fame eventually, but a couple of Dale Murphys. I mean, it might be wise to snatch up a couple of his rookie cards and higher grade because, I think he's eventually, hopefully, will get in. Here's RBI leaders. We have Cooper and Rice in the AL and Dale Murphy in the NL. Here's the Ripken All-Star. We have another RBI leader. That's duplicate of that one. I always liked this Winfield card. And another Ripken. So duplicates of the Ripken All-Star. Did I get another Ripken? Oh, it was a Palmer, maybe, I think. Ripken regular. Forgot I got a regular Ricky in here. one of these again. Sold high grade recently for hundreds of dollars in a 10. I don't think this is a 10. I mean, some of these are close. I mean, this was a really sharp vending box. I was real pleased. Goose. Morgan. Reigns All-Star. Reggie. Garvey, who I think will be in the Hall of Fame. His rookie cards are way up. I do have a couple. I'd like to pick up another one, but I mean, the couple I have should be good enough. Should be. Ted Simmons, recent Hall of Famer. His All-Star and his regular card. And good old Phil. So that's what I got out of that vending box. Again, I don't open these on videos because I open this over like 4 or 5 nights. That's going to be boring as heck. I mean, even if I do it all in one shot, I mean, I look at each card. I mean, there is one guy opening a old vending box who's doing it in like 14 video segments. I mean, maybe I'll upload one of those where I go through like one of my 70s vending boxes, just if that's interesting to people. But I like enjoying them and going slow. And then one purchase, which I haven't buying, you know, I've been trying to sell more than I buy, just out of necessity recently. Especially with having to sell that big Mantle showing 56 pack in a video from a couple of weeks ago. It's still for sale. So when people have rack packs on eBay, I'll open the listing, look at the pic, zoom in, see if there's anybody showing, or, you know, and most times, unless they state it in the title, there's not. So, and this was pricey. I mean, I might have overpaid. I mean, if this was just a Commons showing pack, I overpaid. But I just don't think many of these exist like this. It's an 81 football grocery rack. I really haven't tried to see who's on front. You couldn't in the picture, so I guess now that I have it, you can kind of sometimes in the yellow, you can see who's in there. But I should do that. But in the listing, I looked at the back. It just said, possible, Montana rookie in an 81. And I looked at the back. That 81 in the center, that's a familiar looking card to me. And then I went on eBay and I punched up 1981 Topps Art Monk, and sure enough, that picture came up. That is an Art Monk rookie. I mean, not as big as the Montana rookie. Might be in line with about, the Dwight Clark rookie, but to have that on, I mean, alone, 81 rack packs for football are not very common. And to have, a key rookie from that year on showing, I had to pick it up. So $130. It was like, bidding was like, a starting bid was like 90, buy it now 130. I snatched up the 130. I mean, with just Commons showing, these are probably, these are under $100 packs, but I do not run across older football with stars showing. So I had to pick it up. So, let me know if you think that was I know I overpaid a little bit, but I think, this is I'm going to keep this for a while. I mean, it's something I think you just don't see with, an 81 with, I see listings on there with a Montana rookie showing for, $700, $800, $900. You'll see listings for that, but, and the Monk is not even worth, small percentage of what Montana rookie's worth, but still, it's an Art Monk rookie. It's pretty cool. So, after this video, I need to peek and see what we got shown in here. Sometimes you just can't see the reds too dark, but, so some packs I don't know what's showing, but on the back here, that's pretty clear. So I was happy with that purchase. So that's why I jumped on that. So that's been really the only purchase recently. So, but again, upcoming videos, next couple, going to open some 2023 Bowman and some few 80s rack packs. And so thanks for watching. And I was happy with this box. So like when I think I did a Last year I did a 79 Topps vending box, 81 Fleer vending box. I was happy with what I got out of both. I mean, they were both legit, and both great cards came out of them. From that 79, the Ryan I pulled, I believe from that box, is at PSA right now. So hopefully I get those back soon. They've been there for like 3.5 months. So, all right, enough talking. Shut up. Have a good night. Bye.